point in a skirt. Temperamentally established and soft, but much more ambitious and cunning than the human puffball who begged us to please clap as he awaited what he expected would be a coronation. He goes on to describe Nikki Haley as vapid, overrated, unaccomplished despite her credentials. She's the Peter principle personified, a tiresome, empty pantsuit whose pure and shameless ambition compensates for her lack of talent. Those are some of the nicer things he said. I mean, it's just brutal. It is a scathing article. And he does say, I'll vote for her in the general if the GOP is nuts enough to nominate her. But observing that her moderate fecklessness is marginally better than whatever chump the communists throw at us is damnation with faint praise. I mean, tears into her in a way that is pretty extraordinary, and South Carolinians, a lot of people saw the column from South Carolina and wrote me about it, which drew my attention to Kurt's piece. He says, and this is Kurt Schlichter writing at Town Hall, Nikki Haley was governor of South Carolina, where she distinguished herself by surrendering to the mob on the state's flag. It's not that the rebel flag is any great shakes, but it was her sanctimonious acceptance of the whole narrative behind the faux outrage that exposed her inner establishment conformism. I think that's a very important point. He doesn't blame her for removing the Confederate flag from the state capitol after the Charleston massacre. He blames her for buying into the whole faux outrage about the flag. It is a distinction. He says, if you ever want to know what Nikki Haley will do, you need but put a finger to the breeze and thereby know which way she will go. She's a human windsock, a consultant-driven, conventional wisdom advocate who spews tired, let's build bridges to a better tomorrow stuff from 2005. Even when she is right, which she is simply because she cloaks herself in conservatism, you get the idea her heart isn't in it. She got huffy with me when I observed that she was hanging out with that lizard John Brennan, as if the problem was me pointing out her collaboration. She was an adequate UN ambassador primarily because she usually just said no to the commies. Potentates. And he says, does anyone remember anything Nikki did except suck up to Trump? And suck up to Trump she did until he stopped being useful. Trump is now dropping rumors that she begged him to ditch Mike Pence and put her on the 2020 ticket. Kurt says, I don't know if that's true, but boy, it sure feels true. Who can't see her wheedling and cajoling the president to dump his loyal second to give her the gig? And who is shocked that her promise not to run against Trump got kicked to the curb when it became inconvenient? Pretty rough. And it goes on. I mean, he doesn't even stop there. He says, you have to give Nikki some credit compared to Kamala. At least Nikki Haley's consultants can cobble together coherent hack cliches, while Kamala's make absolutely no sense at all. He says the big problem with Nikki Haley for the Republicans is the same as the big problem with Kamala for the Democrats. They're both over-ambitious mediocrities who believe in nothing except the fierce urgency of their own advancement. And the bases of both parties know it. I don't know, it's tough, it's rough.
It's the Mike Gallagher Highlight Show, and up next, a visit from Mike Lindell of MyPillow. You don't want to miss it. The Highlight Show returns after this.
Bobby Kennedy Jr. and others exposed the harmful health system and Anthony Fauci's role in shaping the AIDS and COVID-19 epidemics. Watch The Real Anthony Fauci now at SalemNow.com.
You change your life. You know how you can change your life? If you've been struggling with extra weight like I have almost my entire adult life, Maybe you're going to get to the place where I am, where you'll learn how to lose the weight, how to keep the weight off, how to never be hungry, how to enter fat burn, get rid of that visceral belly fat. Of course, I'm going to tell you about PhD weight loss and nutrition. It is extraordinary. Dr. Ashley Lucas is a genius. I've had her on the show a number of times. I'm so grateful that I found this amazing program. I've lost over 50 pounds. If you kept it off and know how to eat, I know exactly what to do, because PhD is with you for life. You start out with their food, about 80% if you want, then you transition to your own food. I'm in maintenance, and I'm still at 174, 175 after I started at 226 pounds. Make the phone call. Book the appointment. 864-644-1900. Schedule your consultation. 864-644-1900, or go to myphdweightloss.com.
Mike Gallagher.
This is Jerry Boyer of Town Hall Finance for townhall.com. We tend to think of the resurrection of Jesus as only a religious event with no political implications, but Jesus was executed by the state as an enemy of the state. The debates about resurrection in first century Judaism were intensely political. The Sadducees, defenders of the status quo, denied the resurrection. The more orthodox Pharisees affirmed it. This makes sense. Bible scholar N.T. Wright points out that states derive their power ultimately from their ability to kill people. By rising from the dead, Jesus conquered death. The sword, the guillotine, the gulag, and the firing squad do not represent the end. The spirit of Caesar is still around, but more importantly, so is the spirit of Christ. He is risen indeed. I'm Jerry Boyer.
Publicpolicy.pepperdine.edu. The cost of everything is going up. It's got you re-examining your priorities in a big way. If you had thoughts of a private school for your child, where a well-rounded curriculum, individual attention, and an emphasis on values provide the foundation for success, well, we've got great news. Right now, on our website, you'll find tuition vouchers for some of the Bay's most prestigious private schools, available at half price. Learn more for participating schools at 860amtheanswer.com.
Relief Factor, pain relief is natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com, and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. Less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. Relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
Execution's 11 p.m., but he's trying to convince us he's gone insane. Therefore incapable of being executed.
On April 14th,
Edward?
I've heard that one. I'm a demon. In the vein of C.S. Lewis's Screwtape Letters. I think it's time to tell you what it is that we'd like you to do. Comes Nefarious. Rated R. Under 17, not intended without parent. In theaters April 14th.
TV news. It's a love-hate relationship. Well, let's be honest. More hate. We agree. That's why we're different. Salem News Channel has assembled the greatest collection of conservative minds, all in one place. Home to Charlie Kirk, Hugh Hewitt, Eric Metax, and more. This is finally a place on TV for lovers of freedom like you. Watch anytime, on any screen, free, 24/7. Find what you're looking for at snc.tv. That's snc.tv.
Want to be as healthy and happy as you can be in 2023? Tune into the Healthiest Hour on radio. Hi, it's the Snowman inviting you to join us this Saturday morning for a stellar lineup of guests and information to help you get into the best shape of your life while increasing your energy and losing a few pounds in the process. Make those New Year's resolutions stick by sticking with us all year long to keep your mind and body healthy and strong. It's David Snow on Dr. Health Radio this Saturday morning at 9 here on 860 AM. The Answer.
It's the Mike Gallagher Highlight Show in the ReliefFactor.com studios. You know him, you love him. He's the face and the inventor of My Pillow, Mike Lindell. Recently, Mike sat down with Mike to talk to him about the newest My Pillow, the Lindell Recovery Network, and more. Here's Mike and Mike.
You know, the president has Hail to the Chief. The man, the inventor and CEO of My Pillow has this song.
The best night's sleep in the whole wide world is mypillow.com.
Promo code Mike G. We always say promo code Mike G. I want it ingrained in you. I want it stamped in your brain. He pops out of the medicine cabinet and fights the good fight. The one and only Mike Lindell. Mike, how have you been, my friend?
Oh, I've been great, Mike. Thanks for having me on today.
You bet, because we got big news at My Pillow, but of course we got big news for our beloved country, and you're a warrior, and millions of us are pulling for you, praying for you, we fight for you, and you know what you've been put through, nobody should have to go through. You've expressed your belief, your faith in God, in country. They've attacked you viciously. They've tried to cancel you. All the big box stores canceled My Pillow. And yet a funny thing keeps happening. People keep supporting My Pillow. People keep ordering the My Pillow 2.0 and the Giza Dream Sheets and the doggy beds and the slippers. I mean, you've got to feel so personally gratified at the way people understand the stakes, realize how you've been really attacked and put through the ringer, and they stand up for you, and they support My Pillow and your hundreds and hundreds of employees every single day. That's got to feel great.
Yeah, it really does, Mike, and I wanted to get on your show to thank your audience. Just because of everything they've done, just in the last 2 weeks, we've hired another 100 employees. Get onto My Pillow, it becomes a career, and all of them now, since we got canceled last summer by the last big box store, we were waiting, and we had moved them all to shipping for mystore.com, and just recently now, as you know, last year they came up with a technology here in the United States, this cooling thread, and I thought, wow, let's make a fabric from that. We can improve on the My Pillow after 15 years, or almost 20 years now, and hence we have the My Pillow 2.0. Everybody's back making pillows. We all make 100% made here in the U.S., and you know, sleep is about height and, you know, staying in the height from your head to your bed and temperature. And now I've slept on the My Pillow 2.0 for about 4 months now. Your best sleep ever just got even better. And I want to do today to thank your audience. We're doing the all-season My Slippers. We're clearing them out and closing them out, everybody, for $25 a pair. And we're making room in our warehouse for more production. So this has been a great week for My Pillow.
And you should have seen me this morning. You get a kick out of this. Normally I take the roll and go pillow. I'm so enamored right now with my Pillow 2.0 because there's no more like hot side of the pillow, you know, the warm side and the dry side. That's gone with this new technology. And people have been writing me about the My Pillow 2.0, and they're saying, Mike, I don't know how he did it, but he did. It stays cool all through the night. It's got the same loft levels as the original My Pillow, which is still available. But the My Pillow 2.0 is a
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
On a limited release is Paint, starring Owen Wilson as a fictional version of TV artist Paul Ross. Meanwhile, a new report from United Talent Agency says moviegoers are still heading to the theaters, even if the film they want to see is going to be available on streaming soon. It found that 2/3 of Americans say the length of time from a film's release in theaters to when it hits streaming has little or no impact on their decision to see the movie on the big screen. This comes as 3 of Netflix's top viewed film releases of with 58 in San Francisco and 52 inland. Lows of the 40s to low 50s. Easter weekend will be warmer and mostly sunny with Bay Area traffic and weather. Jasmine Summers on the Black Information Network.
When you need to know.
This is where Black news comes first.
I'm Doug Davis.
And I'm Esther Dillard on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Here are your top stories. We hear from a black attorney who comments on African-American New York City DA Alvin Bragg. Plans to put a new grocery store in a black neighborhood that has none are on hold. And Reverend Al Sharpton comments on the indictment of former President Donald Trump. During a speech at New York University, Washington Times.com reports, Sharpton mentioned that he's always looking for the spiritual interpretation of something. He said that on the 55th commemoration of Dr. King's death, the president who tried to turn back time was arraigned in court by a black DA. On MSNBC, Sharpton also touched on another ironic fact. The building the exonerated tribe were tried in is the same place Donald Trump was arraigned.
Donald Trump has never, in the decades that he and I have been out here in New York and nationally, taken a position on criminal justice or civil rights in his whole career. The only time he did that was taking out ass callers to the death of these young men.
Trump and his allies continue to believe that black DA Alvin Bragg's motives are political.
The old adage that hard work pays off appears to be far from the truth for black workers. The Black Information Network's Julius White has that story.
Data from a real estate Wix.com survey reveals about 63% of black adult employees believe a strong work ethic will help them rise in the corporate world. It's always been said that African Americans have to work twice as hard to get ahead. X.com reports that today, black workers are starting to focus more on their mental health and possibly starting a new business. I'm Julius White on the Black Information Network.
The Supreme Court is rejecting a West Virginia bid to enforce a ban against a transgender girl from participating in girls' sports. The 2021 Save Women's Sports Act law was challenged by a 12-year-old who wanted to try out for girls' cross-country and track. The decision comes as the Biden administration offers legislation that schools are not allowed to ban trans kids from sports.
LGBTQI+ kids are resilient. They are fierce. They fight back. They're not going anywhere, and we have their back.
That's Black White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. The law asserts that gender is based only on biology and genetics at birth.
The new IRS commissioner says there's no reason for the average taxpayer to worry about an increase in audits. Danny Werfel unveiled the agency's plan to use $80 billion in funding from the Inflation Reduction Act over the next decade. The Democrats' legislation aims to support the IRS with boosting good service to taxpayers. Recent data shows that the IRS audits black Americans almost 5 times more than white Americans.
And finally, historically black Morgan State University has secured civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump as its spring 2023 commencement speaker. The announcement was made by Morgan State University President David Wilson. Crump will deliver his speech on May 20th. For more of these stories and international